Hey there friends, this is Samuel from OTB Discs. I'm here doing a little content on form, and if you have been watching our Instagram live videos on our Form Friday, some of this might be familiar. Otherwise, it can still work when it's fresh too. Today I'm going to talk about nose angle. I think it's important from the beginner level all the way to the advanced level as far as improving your game and having more consistency in your throws and even a little more distance, especially in the beginning levels. Now, to get a good nose angle, what I'm really talking about is this. So I'm right-handed. I've been playing for a long time. My hand just kind of naturally falls into that. Where lefty, I haven't been playing much at all, and so it naturally wants to be a little nose up. If I throw it off of the tee that way, what happens is you get that kind of flared out shot, or if you're throwing something understable enough, you may find it's only going as far as your mid-range or your putter even, because that nose up is going to turn over, but the whole time it's kind of like a plane landing. It's putting on the brakes on your throw, and so it's going to slow down and not really get much distance. These things, I like to think of them as a wing. They want to fly, and so for a plane to go fast, it really needs to be streamlined into that throw that you're getting. And so I tell folks pretty consistently that you don't want your disc much higher than 8 feet off the ground, much lower than 6 feet off the ground. It's kind of that sweet spot. It'll keep you at least getting distance if you miss your line, and as far as getting left to right, your miss is going to be better, because if it's too high, you have a chance to go way left or way right depending on your angle on it. So the thing I like to think of to get yourself a good nose angle is I've heard it put a couple ways. My personal favorite is shaking the hand of a very tall human. So pretend like you're shaking Shaquille O'Neal's hand and bringing it down. So your hand is going to be kind of funky like this. This part is going to follow your forearm all the way to your thumb. And when you put your disc in, it's going to have a nice level flight plate. And so that's what you're looking for on your throw. I think it's really important when you're on the tee pad or up in your stance on the fairway, if you're throwing from there, which, you know, we all do. But making sure you lock in your angle on your wrist, because if you walk up to your shot and you're loose, or if in your step up you have one of these kind of loose things and you have to find your angle halfway into your throw, you're just adding complications to the whole thing. And so if you find where you want to lock your wrist, got it set, pretend this is stiff, and then at least that part of your throw when you're going through is going to be consistent, and you're going to have a nose angle that's nice and level. This is going to matter a whole lot when it comes to low ceiling shots, when it comes to throwing into the wind, especially throwing into the wind. It's going to, you're going to see improvement if you all of a sudden start being consistent with your nose angle. A headwind is just going to exaggerate every little miss that you have, and especially nose angle, just because it's going to lift it up and either turn it over if it's too flippy or flare it backwards if it's too overstable. And so, yeah, nose angle is huge. If you have any questions about it, we're going to try and keep eyes on the comments. So if you have another way you've heard of keeping your nose angle good, I've heard pouring the pot. So pouring a pot of tea is also a good way to think about it. Just kind of anything you can do to force that wrist down to have that angle. You know, leave a comment in the comment sections and let us know your favorite kind of mental trick for that. But appreciate you giving the time to watch this video. I hope it was useful to you. We're going to keep on putting these out and trying to get you guys good content to up your game. We appreciate you.